Hey everyone, I'm Flo, Dude is behind the camera, and I hope you are all keeping safe and healthy during this time of practicing social distancing. And we are trying to keep things simple, ordinary, and joyful here for you. So today we are making a pantry meal. And just to remind you that grocery stores are still open, food supply chains are still good, but pantry meals are becoming more common in our household as well, as we try to limit the amount of grocery store visits to at maybe once a week. So we're not going to have fresh ingredients maybe near the end of a week, but this is where we're at now. So I'm going to try to incorporate some fresh ingredients if I can. I will give an alternative to just using canned if possible. So let's get started. Aside from butter chicken, one of our favorite Indian dishes is Chana Masala, and it's essentially chickpeas cooked with Indian spices along with some tomatoes. So super easy to make, and we're going to do that in the Instant Pot today. And remember, I've always said if you keep the right spices at home and sauces at home, you can make everything from scratch. You don't need to buy a masala already pre-made sauce or butter chicken sauce. All of those ingredients you likely have already at home if you have cumin and coriander and turmeric and garam masala, along with some other common spices. Just turning on my, if I plug it in first, that would be helpful, huh?
Oh, good.
Okay, turning my pot on saute mode and adjusting it to high or more, because you know me, totally impatient. But I am going to cut up my onion. I have about 3/4 of a large onion here, so just like one medium onion will do. And we're just going to chop this up. While we're waiting for the pot to heat up, I have a thumb-sized piece of ginger here that is about 1/2 ounce, and I'm just going to grate it into a little dish here so that it's ready to go.
I really don't know who has a thumb that large.
It's a swollen size thumb. Okay, either I'm like working super quick, I'm not sure, but I'm still waiting for the pot to get hot. So let's talk about the tomatoes. I'm using 3 tomatoes today that I'm going to chop up. And if you don't have fresh tomatoes, you can use canned. You can use like a small can about this size, which is a 15 ounce, or you can just, I have some whole tomatoes here, so I would probably just use 3 of them.
Not 3 cans of them.
Not 3 cans of them, just like 3 tomatoes from the can.
It's hot, it's hot.
All right. Before I get into my tomatoes, I'm gonna get this going. We want about 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, or any neutral oil that you like to use. Okay, we're gonna brown the onions until they are, well, browned. Okay, we're gonna let that cook for probably around 7 to 8 minutes. We're just gonna stir it around occasionally. With tomatoes, you know me, I can't be bothered, but if you like, you can remove the skin. And to remove the skin, what you can do is just score the bottom of your tomato and let them sit in boiling water for a minute. Take them out, and then the peel will just come right off. But like I said, I can't be bothered, so I'm just gonna chop them up. Just roughly chop them, you don't have to be perfect. In most Indian cooking, they do want you to have like this brown color when you're sauteing your onions. Usually in Western cooking, I find they always just tell you to sweat the onions and before it starts to like really brown. But this added browning actually gives Indian dishes a more distinct flavor. That's just my opinion. And I'm not Indian. So I had to pick up this freeze-dried garlic. So I've never used it before because our store ran out of fresh garlic when I had gone to find it. So I'm going to assume that it works the same way as regular garlic. 1 clove of garlic is about a teaspoon of minced garlic. So I'm just going to assume that I use it the same way. So I want 4 cloves of garlic. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's supposed to rehydrate as I cook. So let's see if we can start to smell it. Oh, I'm starting to smell the garlic now. That's good. And we're going to add the ginger that I grated earlier. It's about a tablespoon. I'm going to stir fry this for about a minute. Oh, now it smells so aromatic. I'm going to add my spices now. So it's 2 teaspoons of coriander, ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of paprika. I'm just going to dump the rest of this in there. Half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of garam masala, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. And for spice, you can use like green chili, or you can add some cayenne pepper. I'm not adding any spices because my kids are eating it and they don't want it too spicy. So none of this is actually going to add too much spiciness aside from the ginger that's already in there. I'm going to stir fry this for a little bit. Oh, it smells so good. Adding just a little bit of water, like maybe a couple of tablespoons, just to deglaze the bottom of the pot to make sure all the brown bits are scraped up. Okay, maybe need more than a couple of tablespoons. How about a 1/4 cup? All right, we're going to add our tomatoes, or we're going to turn this off. Cancel saute mode, add your tomatoes. Okay, we already added a 1/4 cup of water. We're going to add another 3/4 cups, a total of a cup. Okay, and continue to scrape the bottom of the pot to see if there's any more bits that need scraping down. It's feeling pretty clean now.
That aroma is incredible, dude.
Oh, it smells so good. I'm using 2 cans of chickpeas that I have rinsed and drained. And if you want to use dried, just cook your chickpeas as you would normally and use about 3 cups. 3/4 cups of dried chickpeas, I think, equals a can of chickpeas, which is about 1.5 cups. So, you know what? It doesn't matter exactly how much goes in because all of the sauce is going to soak in there regardless. All right. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, we are going to cook this for, as soon as I find my lid, because I don't know where my lid is. Oh, here! Ta-da!
Your production stuff set you up, girl.
Except no knob. Right, locking your lid into place, making sure your sealing knob is on sealing, and we are going to cook for 10 minutes on high pressure. All right. Another recipe that I love to make with chickpeas is hummus, and that can be found in my shawarma chicken video. But I don't want to actually create the hummus recipe for home because tahini, which is a sesame paste, is not exactly, I think, easy to find. So I'm just gonna leave it up to you if you'd like to check out my hummus recipe or just pick up hummus from the store. That also lasts quite a while. All right, just quick release the pressure. I did it!
That's kind of satisfying. You haven't done it in a while.
You're such a geek. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Look at all that garlic. You can see the garlic because it was freeze-dried. I'm assuming.
Maybe you put too much in there.
Well, you'll enjoy it.
Well, the aftermath, dude. Always worried about the aftermath.
Oh, it smells amazing. I wish you guys could smell it.
One day, guys, smell-o-vision.
Okay, so what you can do at this point is to mush some of them up so that it's a little bit more creamy. So just a little bit. You don't have to mush them all up. And that will give you more of a restaurant type of texture, I guess. Okay, I have about 2 to 3 tablespoons of cilantro that I chopped up. You can use it as garnish, or you can just dump the rest of it into the Chana Masala, which I'm going to do. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot about the salt. So you want at least a tablespoon of salt, and then you can salt to taste. Oh, brother.
It's a glimpse into the real life of FLO'S.
And I know you all are waiting for
Day 7 into this thing, and I need my haircut. Really important matters, right? Look at this. Anyways, the taste. Indian cuisine is one of my favorite cuisines. I know there's several. There's Mexican and Chinese and Italian, and then we have Indian because the flavors are so complex. I think it has to do with my Malaysian heritage. That's why I really dig Indian food, because the flavors are complex and so yummy, so yummy. So look at these colors, and the aroma is fantastic. And of course, we're rocking the last of our basmati rice. We need more basmati rice. Help us. The freshness of the cilantro, nice hit. And for you people who think it tastes like soap, why do you think it tastes like soap? Does that mean you've tried soap? Come on, guys.
Oh, you know what I forgot to add? Just a little bit of lemon juice.
It could benefit from a little acidic hit from the lemon juice. For me, I'm missing that hit of heat. So the chilies are missing, for me anyways. I would like a bit more spiciness to it. But otherwise, the flavors from all the spices that are in there, chickpeas are cooked perfectly, just soft enough, but not destroyed to smithereens. Yeah, I love it. Can't wait. Really good.
Awesome. Thanks, dude. So to add some more heat, you can either add maybe a teaspoon of chili pepper flakes when you were adding all the other spices, or you can add some cayenne pepper now. Also, for the lemon juice, I would just squeeze like maybe half a lemon into the whole pot, and that will add some acidity. I really hope that you are all keeping safe and staying healthy out there. Please love your neighbors, help where you can, and be kind to one another. Check out my other recipes, and I'll see you over there.